The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and themselves. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Purdy sets up to throw again. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. No score after one on EA Sports. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Throwing here, Purdy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Javon Kinlaw. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy, and he rifles one incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, 4th and long here, late second quarter. I mean, Charles, you knew that was going to be a very tough play to convert. But now, not only do you not convert it, you give up a pick 6 the other way and give the other team all the momentum.
Well, Brandon, I don't think we ever go into a game where both teams don't tell us that they plan to be aggressive in what they're doing on offense. But there's aggressive, and then there's reckless. And how about this one? In the first half of a close game, that backfired on them in a big way. Now I think they're in a position where they have to take a lot of risks in order to try and catch up.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
That's caught out right by Jennings. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So we stop for no gain. And it's second down. Purdy. And his throw is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Shotgun now with Purdy. Got his target, Samuel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Purdy will look to throw again here. The quick slant caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion, and now they have an 8-6 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Play action. Now Purdy. And the Niners get there and bring him down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. You got to love it, baby. Give me some more. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Gold is good, and they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Purdy, big 4th down play. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific.
GG's play.
Some type of miraculous play in this last half minute. I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
All right, forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers.
Don't quit. Don't quit, brother. Fuck, don't quit. Don't quit. Fucking pussy bitch.